intention to hurt or kill her that night. And that having done so, he panicked and left the apartment. Immediately and shoot her in left hand. He stated that, how far reader that man, turn on the mute and the thing, brother.
Basic. Come on, read basic.
Beswick, mute Beswick.
He stated that over the course of the days following her death, he thought about his children losing both parents and thus made the decision to not admit to what he had done. On the third day of February 2026, the defense outlined the contents of the said statement to court. In response, the prosecution made submission on whether it was proper in law to accept the pleas entered by Mr. Silvera. The prosecution's case was based on circumstantial evidence and the ballistic findings. The prosecution had evidence of the following: what occurred before Ms. Silvera was killed, what occurred after the deceased was killed, and the subsequent events. The prosecution did not have evidence of what happened at the time Ms. Silvera was killed. Wanna follow it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yes, sir, that's good. Yeah, man, we mute now, so we are listening.
All right. The part of what she said, them have the prosecution listen to evidence, because of that thing them a slip over one a year. The prosecutor have evidence, them have the evidence where them have for sentencing, right? For make him find guilty for murder. Them have what occurred, them know what occurred before Miss Silvera was killed, and them know what occurred after the disease was killed, and they know the subsequent event. But what they did not have, what happened at the time Miss Silvera was killed, they don't have that. Like say what happened, who shoot her, the shooter, or whatever. They don't have evidence there. Okay, having heard Mr. Silvera account of what took place when he shot the deceased, the prosecution took the decision after assessing the evidence and subject to the court's approval to accept the plea to the lesser offence of manslaughter for the following reasons: that there is no evidence in the prosecution possession that can speak to what occurred at the residence when the deceased was shot and killed by the defendant. Having heard Mr. Silvera's account, the prosecution would not have been able to eventually negative the partial defense of provocation raised by him. Further, the prosecution is cognizant of the fact that in light of the account given by Mr. Silvera, having raised the partial defense of provocation, the court would have a duty to direct the jury on the defense of provocation and the effect it would have on the count of murder, that is to reduce it to manslaughter. That having been guided over some other sir. Budget, mute the thing that Bridget.
Me not me.
You can think stay mute, man. Spence, mute your mic, brother. Don't make the mic them stay mute and listen, man. That having been guided by the authority of Gainier Anson versus JMCA Grim 1, the prosecution took the view that where Mr. Silvera gives an account on a guilty plea that support the offence, in his case manslaughter, the court can properly accept the plea. In Gainer Anson above, the applicant had pleaded guilty to murder, but maintained that he had not intended to kill the deceased. The court, in dealing with the issue of the murder, manslaughter, was of the view that the applicant version did not support a murder conviction, and therefore the trial judge should not have accepted the plea to murder. The court was of the view that manslaughter was the more appropriate offence. The prosecution was further guided by the authority of Perlina Wright, 1988, 25th JLR 221, which is a case dealing with the fact that a judge in a sentencing hearing should sentence the convict on the fact most favorably to convict. I mean, they must choose which one better to convict, whether manslaughter or murder. Though it is a case dealing with sentencing, the principle is applicable to Mr. Silvera's case, in that neither the prosecution nor the court could ignore the version given by Mr. Silvera, especially in circumstances where the prosecution did not disprove the account given by him. They can disprove it. In the interest of justice and transparency, we have outlined the facts as continued on the case file. Facts. Sometime after 10 p.m. on the 10th day of November 2023, Jolyan Silvera told his wife, Miss Silvera, and the children that he was leaving to attend a meeting and that he would return the following day. Miss Silvera told him he could not leave, and an argument ensued, extracted from the statement of two of the children they shared. That means the children, them statement, them take that out. The adults swore at each other and then he left until I some cloth and gone through the door. Sometime before 6 a.m. on 11th day of November 2023, one of the children, who was 10 years old at the time, went into his parents' bedroom and discovered his mother's lifeless body on the floor next to their bed. So them in the house, I could stop right there, so look. Them in the house, them say them swear and left. I mean, them not hear no shot, you know. I don't walk up on the mic, look, I could talk about this in a minute or so.
Pillow talk.
Them not hear no shot. And the kids them in the house. And them hear him a cuss, then can hear him a talk. Out a gunshot and when you talk, which one louder? When you walk up on the mic and raise the man.
I mean, I say already, Mr. Pillow talk,
no,
bro.
but we are talking to everybody. Everybody we are talking to right now, sir.
Okay.
Out a gunshot and cussing somebody, which one louder?
Gunshot must louder, man.
And that's 3 gunshot or 4. You know, must louder. So they never hear no gunshot. But then hear when the two of them are arguing. You hear me?
Yeah. But
Alright.
up to the time, I had them cancel when they say, but for the pity them, you know, because we don't hear the pity them, say nothing yet, you know. Then can still account for the pity them.
Yeah, you know, you hear them say, them hear them a cuss.
Mm-hmm.
I kids them say them get the statement there from me now. So them tell them one nothing leave and him leave and cuss ballad and leave. Them a talk nothing say them a gunshot.
So, Squitty,
Yeah.
further in the report, you're going to realize that.
Well, me not done. Maybe go further then. Me not reach this yet. Me go further where you talk.
But do you want to discuss what you read earlier? Or you
Just
want to
this
continue?
part. Which part I want to discuss?
All right, go ahead and read.
Just a question before. Just a quick question before. Depends. These children nowadays have gadgets, so it all depends on when the child will possibly hear the parents quarreling. They may have go and seclude themselves to them room, turn them TV up, probably put in earphone or whatever.
Yeah, that's why they hear the
Possibility lies. So a gun can discharge and they don't hear anything. and especially if they're playing a game such as what PUBG or any of them kind of game.
Yeah, but
You
Squitty,
understand?
Squitty,
We don't know about that.
we not, what we are saying, you see?
No, I'm
Yes.
just speculating right there, you know.
Yeah.
Another killing, another unaliving. How do you go and chat and everything? And this sequence of events, we then clean up, then go back and then the place and set the place as if.
Well, I
as
will
if
read the report. Well, I'm going to continue reading because we don't
And
reach
that's
a
our major concern, yeah, Spencer.
Let me continue read, man.
We can
Let
say
me
something
continue.
Quitty. 1 minute Quitty. Come to what you said a while ago. Nothing further. What you said is that where he said he shot her and left. That is what he said, right?
Yeah.
Why you shoot your wife? Why you leave her? Why you leave? It's intent to kill her because if you
Call ambulance. Nothing call ambulance.
exactly call 911, no say Jesus Christ, me never mean it. But you leave her, you shoot her, and you left her at the part that get to me now. You understand?
you see,
Left right, it's so far. Hold on. Make a continue read. Hold on. The kids then go down there and find her next to their bed. He noticed that there was blood. Somebody mute to the mic now, please. Well, when I rule him, man, mute to the mic. Spence, mute the mic now, brother. He noticed that there was blood coming from her orifices, and that her dress was covered with blood. He ran from the bedroom and alerted his brother, who accompanied him back to his parents' bedroom, where they both checked for signs of life from her body. He told the boy, check for signs of life from her body. They tried to make contact with their father using the messenger kid application on their digital device, but were eventually successful. Alright? Mr. Silvera had indicated in a witness statement that he called the Stony Hill police station while on way home after he had spoken to his son. Upon arrival at his house at 2A Diamond Court, Stony Hill, in the parish of St. Andrew, Mr. Silvera went into his bedroom based on the statement from his children and saw his wife in a sitting position with her head leaning forward as the side of the bed. He touched her, spoke to her, and found that she was not responding. Sometime after, the first responder, who was an officer of the Stony Hill police station, arrived at the house and went into the bedroom where he saw the body of Melissa. Mr. Silvera cried out. He had Mr. Silvera covered.
We can answer a question. We can answer a question right there, so. The children said they saw him on the ground or where?
Exactly beside the bed. On the ground with her head sitting position with her head down.
Right,
Down.
but his statement is when he came in the room, he found her sitting in the bed, right? That is what he said, right? That part. Read that part again, Squitty.
You want me to read where the kids them say them find her in the room?
Right, on the floor, and
On the
then
floor beside the bed.
yes, right.
The police
read
not see her in the same position, you know.
No man, read where him said when he came in the room. Where did he find her?
When you come back, alright. Upon arrival at his house at 2A Diamond Court, Stony Hill, in the parish of St. Andrew, Mr. Silvera went into his bedroom based on the statement of his children and saw his wife in a sitting position with her head leaning forward at the side of the bed.
Oh, she was still on the floor. Okay.
He touched her, spoke to her, and found that she was not responding. Sometime after, the first responder, who was an officer of the Stony Hill police station, arrived at the house and went into the bedroom where he saw the body of Melissa Silvera. He took a photograph of the body with his Samsung cellular telephone, and Mr. Silvera cried out. He said he had Mr. Silvera cover the nude section of the body. The first responder did not further examine the body as Mr. Silvera was still crying. So he never touched the body as Mr. Silvera cried. The first responder, after learning from Mr. Silvera that Mr. Silvera had no known medical condition.
Pick a pin right there, so. Pick a pin right there, so. So when the officer said he asked Mr. Silvera to cover the nude body, the nude part of her body, what does that mean?
You have naked part on her, naked part.
So did the children say that they saw her naked?
No, them say her clothes blood up. Them saw her with her clothes blood up. They saw her with her clothes blood up.
We just remember, you know, it seems as if the children them move her, and because they move her, maybe her clothes may be misplaced. And she was on the floor and the police come and...
No evidence like that. Them these kids never say nothing like that.
Me want to know.
But remember the kids were searching and found searching for life. Read again when they say the children were searching for signs of life. So maybe they move one part of her clothes. It could be a part of her top pulled down or something.
And 10-year-old Annalie.
You know, they were searching for signs of life, but they could move something.
Yes, touch her for sign of life. Maybe touch her neck.
No, I mean her entire body. It could be a breast, a shoe, it could be a part of her leg.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't know that. We don't say that. So them take her, remove her clothes. Them just say them
Man, what it said that the police asked Mr. Silver to cover a nude part that was exposed. So I'm saying maybe the children was looking for something.
May I say something to you people? Not everything we allow our mind to think we're supposed to say. We know that the script say that it's based on nudity in some form. We have to just think along some lines sometimes. Understand? Keep it simple. Carry on, Squitty.
The first responder, after learning from Mr. Silvera that Ms. Silvera had no medical condition, indicated that a post-mortem examination would be conducted to determine the cause of death. He then contacted the House of Tranquility Funeral Home for the removal of the body. He then left. The police left. When the morgue attendant arrived at the house and the body was removed and taken to the morgue, a post-mortem examination was scheduled to take place on the first day of December 2023. So they might talk about no fixing up at the house, no, I don't know. 2023. On this day, the pathologist discovered that there was scars on the body. The post-mortem examination was conducted on the 15th day of December 2023 at the Tranquility Funeral Home. The pathologist noted that there were 3 gunshot wounds, one perforating gunshot wound to the front of the right thigh, one penetrating gunshot wound to the left side of the lower abdomen, and the third is a superficial penetrating gunshot wound to the right side of the lower abdomen. The pathologist removed 2 projectiles from her body, which were handed over to the police. The pathologist opined that the immediate cause of death was multiple gunshot wounds. That means him thinks the immediate cause of death, him thinks are gunshot wounds. The detective and the first responder returned to Mr. Silvera's house on the 16th day of December 2023. Upon entering the bedroom, it was noticed that the floor, so when them come at the 16th, they noticed that the bedroom, it was noticed that the floor was now tiled, furniture spread over, the mattress was replaced with a new one, and the walls were painted. The children's room were also.
Can you hold a second before you go through that final part of detail in regards to the house? I want to explain something to you. You see, based on where those two of those warhead got discharged to the lower section of the abdomen, like it would be in the pelvis area. Now, when a certain amount of shock reach your pelvis, it will affect dynamic cartilage in your joints down there, so, and can cause you to go to sleep. And I found that out a couple of years ago when I helped a guy from an accident. And we took him to the hospital, and his cause for death was basically the fact that him get a hard bounce with the steering wheel. He had a broken pelvis right in the joint, so, and that's the major reason why he died. So,
All right. So continue.
Squitty, as you go along, the more I'm thinking. And the number one question that is still in the back of my head. Why did certain people come out then, Squitty, and incriminate themselves and said they found she said, because I heard her say
we
that
will catch this.
it's a little bit
But Bridget, what is squinting? Let me say something to Bridget. Bridget, the reason why, and them tell him say, Bridget, remember say we come help you, Cause you understand what I mean? So we can't get involved in this guy, help come help you. Cause you see, you never plan to do it. And so comes them in plead manslaughter, cause the people have never planned to come get incriminating, they go help him.
Lord of mercy.
That's what from the get-go, the man. Bridget, listen to what Squitty say and follow the line. Let go your emotions. A man never point a gun at you yet, Bridget.
Hell no.
No. Alright, let's see that. Continue, Squit.
All right. Them say Mr. Silvera indicated that hold on, Bridget. The children's room was also tiled. Mr. Silvera indicated that no one had told him that he could not make changes to the room. Mr. Silvera's iPhone and firearms, for which he held a license, were taken by the police for examination and testing. The projectiles removed from the body of Mr. Silvera was compared to test fires taken from Mr. Silvera gun by the ballistic expert in 2024. The experts saw a level of matching, class and characteristics, and some amount of level 2 matching. As a result of his findings, the expert contacted FLA and requested the test fires in their possession from Mr. Silvera Glock pistol, which was taken in 2013. A comparison was done between the test fires from FLA and the projectile from the body of the deceased, and they match. Example, they were fired from Mr. Silvera Glock pistol. The ballistic expert indicated that there was corrosion to the barrel of the firearm. The firearm had been inspected by FLA on the 29th of September 2023, and there was no sign of tampering. At the conclusion of the ballistic examination, Mr. Silvera was arrested and charged for the offense of using a firearm to commit a felony and murder. Mr. Silvera was represented by Mr. Peter Champion KC and Ms. Patrice Riley, whilst the prosecution was represented by Mr. Dwayne Green, Assistant Director of Public Prosecution, and Ms. Deborah Bryan, Assistant Director of Public Prosecution. So I hate that. you know, can could be a case of the murder.
By far.
No. Have to be manslaughter. Have to be manslaughter, boy.
Squitty.
Remember from the get-go in a Squitty, me reason say, yo, you might argue. And I foot you get the first shot, you know.
Yeah,
Nah,
but we
leg.
never know that. We never know.
I
That never
tell
come out.
that would have be. Well, I know, you see, well, I know, man, because we are listening to second-hand story. Because we were listening to second-hand story. Now we hear it from the culprit himself. Who you gonna believe? Second-hand story or the culprit?
Thank you, Ian.
No, you know,
But
Ian is not your one. I was
First
saying
shot
the same
leg,
thing.
that's an attempt murder.
hold on, let me ask you
What
something.
I say, man?
Oh, you know, so we must say it's true.
Man,
Oh, you know,
the problem is, so what I know, Squitty. Let me answer Squitty. Let me answer Squitty. Let me answer you before a man interrupt. Hold on. Because I him said so. Who you gonna believe? Who never did it? Because I him said so. That is why the
lying. Who's gonna prove otherwise?
law find him manslaughter. That means that the law of the land believe him. But that we have to talk about. We have to make up.
Ian,
We
hold
make
on.
up some story where, hold on. Me and Annalie always I say it. We have make up something. Hold on, no be done. Me know me name Beswick. Can I can be Beswick. You when your time to talk, you go talk. And that's fair enough. You want cut me off to talk. Let me just finish. I sweet to ask me a question. Now if me come and tell you, say, a man grab me chain, yeah? And when me make off for him, me have him in a side to kill him, analyze him. But me fire out 2 warning shot. And I said, boy, Ian, you should have analyzed him. But that wasn't my intention. My intention was to fire 2 warning shot. So because we know the situation, when we have the problem, your intention is different from when the moment or anything when we tell the police.
You know, answer me now.
But me answer the Squitty.
Yeah,
Squitty to the law. But Squitty to the law, he's telling the truth. To me and you, him a lie. Whether me and you can't go in a court, let me finish. And then Squitty, as far as it is telling him a tell him truth. For him truth, him a tell.
Well, let me ask you one little question. So when him say it wasn't his intention, I wonder if he means him fire shot, but him never know say he got it.
Sweetheart. Bridget, he's telling his truth.
Yeah.
A thing truth, him a tell, not ours.
Well, Ian, more squitty, more you read something properly. When I finish, read the prosecutors that were on the case, because we are blaming Miss Thompson says she weak, but on a sheet presided over this case are 2 prosecutors. Read the 2 prosecutors, please. It's not she.
You know, like them 2 prosecutors.
Alright, now you hear the emotions, we not lie. Because them not come to me, I say.
And then people say the first police is lying. Because you know fit to the narrative. That's the problem, the case
Tell them
the narrative.
The man tell the truth.
Annalie, when I stand up on the way, I say like a truth in my talk.
It was a film truth, Squitty. Hold on, Squitty. I put it over truth in my tell. I tell the girl and me.
Squitty, can I say something?
Hold on. They make the argument, them fix the argument for match the manslaughter, you know.
Hey, Squitty.
We all know that.
Squitty, you run a program and you run it based up on substance. Don't run it on bias. Make we listen. No, hold on. You can't say them. Because them never did them. Him liar tell him, did you? Why, brethren? Me no know come over me now. I just papa have the gun for the scare her. And she said, this is how it will work. I feel truth him and tell. And him in the position, not me and you. I feel never said the truth. I feel him truth. I feel him truth.
Hold on, brother.
Go on.
No, Squitty never said the truth. He said fit him truth.
Hold on,
Fit
you
him.
keep on say a fit truth. Hold on,
Yeah.
Ian, you keep on say a fit him truth.
Good.
The only thing fit him truth are the facts.
Yeah, Squitty, I never tell you say I for me facts. I feel him truth. So me and you sit down now and I create the lie where I tell. Well, I know that Squitty. But about the Squitty, that me not answer you. Me answer you, dada. When me I say, me and you can sit down on the panel now and tell the lie them where I tell. But our lie what we are trying to figure out can't get him in a trouble. I get him out of trouble. I feel truth.
Hey, Scritty, can I say something, guys? Please. Scritty, you hear me?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Look, this is the situation. Even if what the gentleman bring forward as his truth is not the truth, there is nothing.
We're not trying to keep on with the brother.
This is what I keep on saying, bro.
What are saying? What you are saying relevant, brother? Because we not defend that.
How is it irrelevant?
Because we know we cannot change.
But this is the situation facing us, bro. This is
the
reality.
This is the reality facing us,
I
Squitty.
got the reason. Him already face the law. Him not face the panel. Him not face the law.
I can't ask a question.
Squitty, you and I know that there might be some collaboration with some involvement in terms of some.
Question everyone. My question is this. Whether he plead guilty to murder or manslaughter, right? Does it change the fact that he is going to be tried and found guilty and will be charged?
No, it can't change the
Try
fact.
again.
Try. Him man try him own
Sentence left.
The man tell him own truth. And him truth.
There's no more trial. It's on the sentence left.
Him
And
truth
March.
him tell. He might get sentenced March.
Oh.
Him tell him free him truth set him free.
But
Him conscience a kill him. And him tell him truth.
So okay then. Okay. So based on the fact that the two investigators are now set aside and it is now placed into a new hand of investigation to overall the entire situation, right?
No more investigation now.
Daddy, and judge no I go sentence him March. Him and case now
No
gonna try
investigation now. Go on and judge now.
Yes,
Everything closed.
Everything sign off.
Done. Sentence. No.
It's quick to just read. I them sign off. That's it.
I try that you hear, you know. So I get him 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Him tell him truth and him truth set him free. Go on a prison. We know can still know and analyze now where him go wrong.
It's a story him tell. I know him truth.
Eh?
Squitty,
you write a book. Squitty, you write a book. What are the Squitty? What your book name? What your book name? What are the man? What your book name? Your book is a life story. Me can't tell you say no Squitty fucking life.
No. When you have
What be your first name? Me your mumsy. What be your mumsy? What mumsy?
when you have
Hold on, brother.
when you have an attorney, right?
Yeah, mumsy.
Attorney, the exact
True,
that
that's true.
and listen, the
Yeah.
attorney has to fix the story in order to sell your story. So he has to tell the attorney the exact truth, exactly what he did, and then what the attorney does, the counsel does, is fix it. So because the plea is manslaughter, they had to fix the story this way,
So it look
right? So that it's even the prosecutor themselves know the exact truth. But they have to fix it this way because we all know that they could not take this case to trial. Because if they did take this case to trial, one, the prosecutor can lose the case because, right, the evidence are not that strong, right? And she decided to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to take the plea deal. But this is not exactly how the story goes. They have to fix it this way because
But first lady, mumsy, Say so it go. We are not saying, but Mumsy, we are not saying, but we are not saying that's how it go. We are saying that he tell is truth. So whether them fix him lie and turn it not truth, I feel them want that. Because if him did know say the evidence is strong, don't me I say, if him know say the evidence is strong, make me go a trial.
No.
Make me go a try. If him did know what the prosecutor know, you know. The lawyer, Champagne, a good liar say, hey, the evidence is strong against you. And it's strong. Because the gun ballistic combat match to film weapon. Him didn't report him weapon stolen. Yes.
This case cannot go to court. There's too much at stake. It cannot go to court.
Who know that? The prosecutor or him?
Because everybody know the whole
Okay, and him decides a liar. Here what? Remember the first lady.
You understand that even though he pleads guilty to manslaughter, he can
but
up to 25 years instead of
that's exactly what we discussed. But we're not in the first lady. Remember you say no. Him tell the liar what happened. But me I'm in the party, but yeah, what?
At the end of the day, nobody at all, no Jamaican, nobody at all should have this in them feelings to say that this is not going to get what he deserves. Because the bottom line is, even though he plead guilty to manslaughter, he can still get
right.
We still have to sit and wait to see what they will decide, right?
Good.
This could not go to court, and that's final. It couldn't go to court. Whether we want to accept it or not, it could not go to court. The evidence are there now. Them could have fight this, but there's too much at stake. And the prosecutor can end up losing the case as well as the case can draw out for too long. Right? So we just have to swallow this shit and say, listen, at the end of the day, at least some justice will come out of it.
Alright, can I give a definition according to the law? Can we look at what the law says? Can we look at what the law says?
When you read it, it's obvious.
I'll be back. Good night for now. Yeah, I'm soon be back.
When you read this, it is obvious that if too much was not at stake, this case will actually go to court. Right? But there's too much at stake on the politicians we are dealing with.
Can I read the law? That's a small part of the law. Hold on, friend. I want to
read the law,
based on inform, but we talk based on information. So under the Offences Against the Person Act, murder is unlawful unaliving with malice and forethought, meaning you planned it. You wanted to unalive the person and you planned it. You said, listen, we're going to unalive this person. We're going to work with a plan to do it, right? That's what the Offences Against the Person Act. Now listen to what it says about manslaughter. Section 9, same act, Offences Against the Person Act. Manslaughter is the unlawful unaliving without malice and forethought. Meaning, it happened, but you never plan it. So, based on what First Lady is saying, and what we see, he could defend that argument, say, boy, look, you know, there's a heat of the moment thing, and boy, I just know what happened, just draw my gun and bap. So, I think she have a case there that the manslaughter easier to stick than the murder. Based on what I just read from the Offences Against the Person Act.
You know, that's why they have to make the story now if you present to the judge how it happened. That's why they have to fabricate the story if you match it, you know.
That's quitting at that, me I say. Him tell the liar the truth. Yeah, but I know me are telling us critic. We attack, but me I say him tell the liar the truth and the liar fix it to why he want fix it to.
Right, you know,
but him tell at the bottom line part that the liar for come tell we the truth. So you think the liar will tell we the truth?
Well, but we know the truth.
Ah, there you go, to bad. If we know the truth, we have that
is gonna get.
How much? Hold on. Make we discuss how much time you think him will get. But remember, say we can't change What the law, remember the law of the land said, them accept it in guilty, make them move on. Remember the law move on now, you know. The law you wait for good behavior first, and then community, good youth, big man to society. The law look at all of the good. If you could have some good foundation, if you could have help people and them thing there, the law look for them something. So the law do a background check. So sentence come.
One thing.
You can't do it with emotions, you know.
Ian, the law look at that his 2-year-old was unalive in a pool when he was
well,
in
but if you have evidence, Bridget, if you have evidence that is not in front of the court, so you can't bring up that. You
but what I'm
you
saying,
cannot reason with emotions.
Ian, you can't tell me. No, hold on, man. Give me a chance, man. Not because you're.
So, hold on, Bridget. Was his son unalive or his son drowned? Which one? Was his son unalive or his son drowned? Why we are saying that no?
No, hold on, man. Give me a
But we
minute,
refuse to listen to that, Bridget. Why we can't just don't talk about that? We everybody
hold
panic.
on, man.
But Bridget, I'm not fear, Bridget. You're forcing something on us.
Right. Give me a chance,
Yeah, man, he's
brother.
not going to come. He's dead long time,
No.
but he's not going to come.
No.
Bridget, don't force that crowd.
No, me,
Don't
me,
force the
me,
little boy.
don't me have the
Yeah.
right to talk. That's how you have your right.
Bridget,
Hold
that's not
on,
gonna come in
no. Hold on,
You see the emotions?
I'm
Bridget.
not. Give me a
Go on.
minute. Give me
Yeah,
a
go on,
minute.
Bridget.
I'm too
Go on.
gone on my bed. What I'm saying, when you say them all look for what all the good he did, and them all look how he was a choir boy, and me say they must also look into when his child was in his care, the child drowned while he was
come
in.
up.
But
But
they
we
want
keep
to
on this, that the father not go come up with it, that their child.
So, Bridget, how much years you don't want him get for the son unalive? Come,
me not
Bridget,
say
come
you
here.
know years enough, but me say them
So Bridget, then why would that be part of the argument?
But them all
We
look
have
how
no-
good he was. Them all look how good he was, you know, because you used to say no. So they must also look at
Then
that.
to Bridget, how you think sentencing go?
Let us support go. And us
No,
support
so it go
go.
like when you was.
No, but Ian said them all look into.
Then Bridget, that's how it is. Them all check him, them on him background check.
Hold on, so that now coming at the background check then. Hold on, so that now coming at the background check then, Ian.
Bridget, hold on, Bridget.
Hold on, now, so me ask you the question. Is that gonna come into
But
the
Bridget, we answer
background
you
check?
already. Scritti, answer, Scritti, answer.
Bridget, you must learn to listen sometime, you know. Hold on now.
Me
I
and
just
you have my own opinion.
Say you have a thing named character evidence. When people bring character, we tell you when you go get sentenced what kind of person was in the community. And them people they matter about how come and talk, say, what if he was a member of parliament, him an upstanding citizen, he never in any trouble. They can't bring about none of them things we are talking about. A different thing that. So that now go come in valid in play in this.
Remember I know, Scritti, when me attack, me take off the political hat, you know. And me attack
Yeah, but the political
as a human being to a next human being. So we now, you understand?
No
So certain
political
things,
hat,
a
the right
character
person.
reference, and the character reference, him and them, that's them give him to March. Them look through him reference, a man can fall through him and say, boy, me understand the situation, you know. You look at them and go lose 2 parents, one day in jail for 25 years. And,
So,
you
yeah,
know, look
let
as
me
bad
ask
as
you
it.
let me ask you something. If the same case with the same evidence, same everything,
Yeah.
take out the man and put in a ghetto youth, you think what would happen to him? What would be the result?
But remember the law, alright, let me just answer you. Remember I know party. The law get for the ghetto youth too, you know. I just feel like you. I just feel.
I don't want to go there, so. I don't want you to go there, so, about the law there, so, brother.
Oh, you go through status now. And you want me to answer
We
yes,
don't
sir.
say the law exists. Me I say,
Yeah.
the same case where him do the same crime where him do the same thing, but
Yeah.
take him out and put in a ghetto youth in a it. Whether
Right.
the law, we know the law is there. We know that. Because the law exists.
Yeah.
We think it would have been what
How much ghetto youth? How much ghetto youth analyze? How much ghetto youth analyze people and the judge let them go party? Eh?
We're not talking about
How much of
that.
them get the same
We
way?
just talk about this case.
Remember, come here and me know what my cat. When you say the same thing, I say I'm analyzing. I see a man alive, you know, no matter how the alive take place, somebody's life was taken. Yeah, but me not think this story. Me not think I get you and him was share the same analyzing story.
That's deep. Like they would have get the long arm of the law, even though it's there.
If the ghetto you did have him money, if he would have him money, I could have employed Champagne. Remember, you know, I won't for them go in front of the court where the evidence will come up.
I can
The
never have
evidence will come up, you know. And them not the evidence to come up. So them he just come up with them story and telling liar. Remember, you know, buddy, I say him telling liar the truth, you know.
They never have nobody now, nothing, and they still get 35 years.
And because cartel with our chat, buddy. No. But here, hold on. You want to cartel now. You want to cartel. Cartel have evidence. Remember, cartel have witness, you know.
Nah, man, this
Here was
man have
actually.
more evidence, brother.
No, man, put away the evidence and come with
This
witness
man
now.
have more evidence than cartel. Cartel have
So,
most the circle.
hold on. Evidence in your prisoner. Evidence in your prisoner witness.
Well, I know this is what.
Hold on, what's in your to prison for there? Witness or evidence?
No witness other than a cartel.
Because the man being one witness. He was witness in cartel case.
What's in Maitland got prison, Ian?
What's in witness? I'm too maintenance to start to talk foolishness.
No, I told Maitland poor.
Oh God. When the little star.
Well, on, may I tell you, Ian, if it was a ghetto youth,
Yeah.
whether it or not, and
No, when I say no, the man just said Maitland poor. Cartel is rich, you know. Cartel is rich. So the one day you just say, no man, we just say a while ago, Lick said Maitland poor. Cartel is have money and still the 13 years. Because cartel is have witness.
That also body missing, disappear. Their body disappear. Them use circumstantial evidence and say them got prison. So how is it different from Sylvia?
So party, hold on.
Yeah.
If me get old for analyze it, and me now under pressure that my pipe come up with say, and me sister 35 years over my head. Yeah? And me look for my line and say, liar, here what? You tell me, say, I can't plead guilty for a lesser charge and plead for manslaughter. When you fix the case to me, like say, we never intend to do it and I can do 15 years and for good behavior and come out. Who should you think me ever take? It will be busy with you and your truth. It will be busy with you and your truth. Then them party. Whoa, God. What? But party, what we But party, remember saying no. If that never in a true law, it couldn't come up with it. Remember, I know the same thing with him doing now. If you get yourself in the same problem.
When first lady say no. When first lady say I chewing us, Smithy. When first lady say I chewing us. Because you know, you see if we got trial, Mark Golding, Alfred Dawes, the whole of them have to come into play. And that them are try to fight. That's why them yeah.
And also, bear in mind that this case could also go to court and the prosecutor will lose the case.
Yeah.
Understand the prosecutor?
I know say if a case
It's still a win-win. What him pleading guilty to manslaughter is still a win-win.
And you see the girl family too. The girl family too. Gender's fees and justice. Funny man get locked with the batty boy them and the old murderer them. If I didn't get locked up for the street, them the peace of justice due given to them. But for no one say, him could have plead guilty to analyze with murder and get bail. You understand him can't get bail, you know?
He never get bail in the first place when I lock him up.
Because he was a flight risk. He could have smuggled out of the country, you know Jamaica go. Him could have smoked him out. But him could have pleaded to murder and get bail.
Actually, it was a serious case.
No, man. No, but party, well, I'm not party. It's serious because somebody died. Somebody get unalive by him, so it's serious from the get-go.
Anyway, I am sticking to my opinion. So good night, people.
You understand? So what me I say, I want me and Annalie keep saying it from the
Yeah, man.
get-go.
Good night.
Good night, Bridget. We are saying from
Yeah,
the
man.
get-go. I will not argue, you know, but we have to just look on the reality of it. Just look on the reality. Him use up the law of the land was put in front of him. Him still got do time. Him no must live out the 10 year and the 5 year in there in hospital. But once him off of the street, make it be a record. Him can sit down and reconcile what he have done. You have man where they are road where kill one alive and 10, 20 people and walk up and down a road same way. Go a court and bust the case.
You have man kill 100 people and if you say 100 same way. Yeah, we know them thing that.
You understand? So make him go reconcile him and God. Make him know say him kill his loved one by either mistake or willfully. A feel conscience or kill him.
But
Me just got on my sister, now my family.
why you can't say that still, you know? Yeah.
No, me can't say that my family. Because if my sister in an abusive relationship, I'm say, come here, sweetheart. I think a time now for you to separate, you know. Yeah, disrespect the man, or the man that disrespect you. Where you plan fish? She must, you understand? It don't make sense. It don't make sense you taunt him or him a taunt you. When you come to some counseling and want to separate. You can't be Gladys night, so none of us want to say goodbye. Sometimes when we have to say goodbye, just for the pity that sake. I make the case be a lesson to all us man. Over we looking when we can walk where. Make this be a lesson. Listen to it, you know. I'm sorry for the emotional ladies them. I'm sorry for the but we as man looking at it some of the time. If we woman them if we wife or we abuse with verbally, sometimes it's best to separate. Because two the pity them end up lose righteous. One lose the mom and the father. Gone away. The pity them are go like orphanage.
You can tap the screen, tap the screen.
You understand? And I'm not back when to. We're not back when to, but with the law of the land have spoken.
So
We have to respect it.
So you look at it here now.
It's the truth, me live here and live at the land where me patriotic too. Me believe in the justice system. And in the justice system, half and me the same. No, I'm not talking about whether right or wrong. I believe in it. I have to believe in a wrong, I have believe in a right. What he did, him wrong. But if me in the same situation like him and get the plea there, I am taking it. Then when we come out the next 18, 20 years, let me go reconcile with my picnic them. Let me go tell them.
Everybody that want to take it to no Ian, but
What I mean?
that we are talking about, you know.
The evidence overwhelming, Bert.
We know say the evidence overwhelming, but through him is a man in a position, him just fit the narrative, flip the switch, the script, to fit the narrative with him and push. And for make it be a manslaughter.
Squitty, squitty. It can damage the PNP party fiscal trial or squitty. It can damage the PNP.
Lord Jesus Christ, see him again. If man decides it no one damage. Alright, hold on. Look on Dwayne Falls and the lady. The lady said the man said, me I beg your piece of your pum pum. She said she can't talk to him because she protect her party. Come on, no man. We know exactly what we want. Make we just deal with it on the sentence.
Good night, everybody.
No. We don't need to go one way to about two. We all know that. Focus what that and how much years did I like him get? For the judge Jack Sky, so watch out for it. Can't make this be a lesson to you now. You skip the life in prison, or you skip 35 years, but me up here 20 years. Make we look on the result, the outcome. Him already. That's what me there, you know.
It's not good if him get all 25.
It's not good if him get 20 years. Because I say, all right, party, you try to skip the 30, but all 20.
I want to tell you not Ian, if him get 25, him
not get 25, because 25 now. 25, you met it, 25 now. Him not going to get 25, it don't match the manslaughter. 20
if him
years
get 20,
at the maximum.
if him get 20, that go lick him hard. If him get 20 still, you know. If him get 20, that go lick him hard, you know.
Alright, yeah. If he even get 10, it all lick him hard.
Yeah.
If he even get 10, it all lick him hard, because him lifestyle and him status when him have, him shouldn't spend that
Yeah,
day in
so you have to sit down in a prison for the next 10 or 20 years, and an easy thing that, you know.
No, and when him come out now, him have him youth them for go face America inside with them. Because them youth that one big man now, you know.
Yeah, and them know what, and nobody
Them they go turn big man, so him have a burden. Want more of them to do when you quit it. Him no need to have nothing where he can hang himself, you know. Him no need to have nothing where he can make him live it out. Don't make him give no chance to analyze himself.
Yeah.
You don't think he might do that? Can be the murder charge.
Don't.
You're not going to do that.
No, I have some marriage
Go
still.
to 20 years or 15 years or 10 years.
Happy I know one.
Eh?
I'm happy I know. Must sleep good. I tell you. Most must sleep so good.
Alright, good night everybody.
When I real time, I tell you, brother, and most must sleep so good. Can I get
You know I feel good, Squitty? Guess why I feel good? Him not implicate nobody else.
Yeah.
Because him go to them, you know, and I tell them what happened, you know, and implicate the people, you know.
The one to the party, you know.
Yeah.
No, I him get the party involved, you know. I him get the party involved, man. The party they about them business when I creating foolish, whether I'm intended, whether I'm premeditated, I him get the party involved.
So back on the issue of manslaughter, right? Let me go over it again. Unlawful unaliving without malice or forethought. Voluntary manslaughter says where the unaliving is due to provocation, diminished responsibility. So provocation, diminished responsibility. So what that suggests to me is that he can use it as a case. And he said that because of the child in the pool, that she was on him case and she was really at him. It's really hard to disprove what he said. Lawyers use a lot of skill here, man. The manslaughter argument is strong. And nobody can prove otherwise, as the prosecution said.
That's why them drafted that. That's why the bill is told around it.
Yeah.
It's told around and it's believable.
But him fire
true.
The story with the bill around the manslaughter charge, you know. Believable.
Yes. Yeah, they think about it, man, and the plan
Like that story, but I don't say it go.
I agree.
Yeah, Annalie has said that long time before him even can.
I say what?
I provoke some in the planning in just for the moment reach him.
Alright, I'm going to ask you a question from your heart now.
Yeah.
You think it was a asked already and you said I'm going to say you change your argument. You think it was a premeditated acting though?
Yeah, man, that premeditated.
No.
You not talk, hold on, brother.
Yeah, man.
No, man, you may ask me.
The pretty still stand. No, squitty. Premeditated, no plan it.
Hold on. What night you say a pre-med, you know? Where you say no? On a pre-med?
No. The man they will want answer to me. Answer to me, man.
A pre-med.
No, it's not premeditated.
So you change your talk.
Paddy, it's not premeditated, it's not planning. Me believe
pre-med. You hear the people saying that it's something me read?
No man. Always body. Always you read it, be here to myself. See a man still want answer to me. No. Apa emotion.
Hold on here. You say I'm a pre-med. All right. Hold on.
Hear me say.
Yeah, man.
You see the tree shot them on fire. You know say him subdue the knife and they shot them. You know that?
By doing what?
Them a say him use a pillow. Push a gun mouth and pillow and fire the shot them. And so the people them not hear the shot them. You know say that one. I won't got it one.
You know say the two you them hear when them argue but them never hear the gunshot them.
Yeah. Him use the pillow and suppress the gunshot them. It's premeditated, virgin.
Hold on, man. What you saying? Premeditated or not?
Yeah, man. It's premeditated. Yeah. Then if you.
All right.
Plan.
Hold it this up. Judge Tree.
Yes, sir.
You will read the law them. When you say you think it was a premeditated act when you see everything was going. No put same up, we can't change it one, you know. We can't change to them take the plea bargain for the thing there, no. We no look on the side there. Right. The case generally look on it. You think it's a premeditated case?
I think it is murder, but I think the manslaughter argument can win in court, which is what the prosecution is saying.
Hold on, answer the one question, man. We know that. We ask you the murder itself, if you think it's a premeditated murder.
Yes, I think it's something that he must plan in a long time.
All right, hold it there, so not going
also.
All right. Okay, not going to further, my brother. We hear you. Next stand. Petal. Next stand. Next stand. Inspiration.
Man, they might mute.
All right, Canon.
Premeditated, Squitty. Premeditated.
All right. 3, I'm gonna make 4.
Say now ask me.
In there. What do you think?
I think it's not in the sense that he planned it, but in my head, he did want to kill her a long time.
All right. Yoni, Syrian. Yoni. Eunice. Hello, Eunice. Look what a lady there, man. All right. Peter. Next time. All right, so far me have me, Judge Tree, Boss, and Canon, and First Lady. 6 I will say a pre-med. We not ask Annalie, because Annalie say a pre-med. Ian say a pre-med. But what David say a pre-med, him change. I say a pre-med, him and Annalie. Betal. So a 6 against 2.
Where's the splitting? Where's the splitting?
Them fix it to make it fix the agenda of manslaughter.
Where's the splitting earlier one?
That's the bottom line.
Where's the earlier one splitting?
Me say me not ask you if a pre-med because you tell we are ready. We know where you stand.
Manslaughter, yes. Not premeditated, second degree manslaughter, not premeditated.
Right, that's why I say me not ask you, we know where you stand already.
Pretty, me don't want to say something now.
Yeah, wanna?
Alright. We know this, we know that everything. Listen, this well plan already, and the lawyer, as you say, tell him what to do and what to do. Let them come to this. But you see, through this gone through the gate already, I feel like them have to go lobby for something else. Like, them have to change this thing here with this premeditated thing. When them step up the years, them squitty. You know what I say, no? You know what I say, squitty?
Yeah.
We're not talking about you don't have them premeditated, no. We're not talking about the time them to step up for the premeditated. Like when you go get 50 for the murder, premeditated should have go way up more. Not go reach the 15.
It's a murder, you know, brother.
Me know it's a murder, but them should have step up the time. The 25 years, them I say they. You see
Not
they
get your 50 year, you know.
get your what?
50 years.
The premeditated,
Yeah.
not the murder itself.
Yes. It get you 50 years.
Well, if I 50, all right, me go with it.
Premeditated, that get you 50 years. Because it's a murder, that. Murder 1.
Okay.
Murder in a 3 category in a jail. Murder 1, 2nd degree, and manslaughter.
Mm-hmm.
See?
So you can get 50 years for this quitting.
No.
No, you're not the premeditated and plea right now.
Not premeditated in manslaughter.
Manslaughter, I mean, sorry. Manslaughter, matter, sorry. Yeah, the manslaughter. They want to step up the time quit it with the manslaughter. The 25 year, what am I talking about?
The only the gun him can get 25.
Yeah, them need to step up time on them thing there. Like how they step up time on them.
50 years for manslaughter too, it depends, you know.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
The limit in Jamaica is life for manslaughter.
No.
You can get that, but it's not likely. It's not likely. It on the
You
books.
can't get that, brother. You can't get that.
It depends on the books, but it's not likely in Jamaica.
You can't get that.
And with the Chief Justice that we have, it look like if him get 20 years, we're good. We're lucky.
You might get 20 years minus 4.
Yes, time served, yes.
I'm the 2 years already and a night and day. That 20 years minus 4, that me stand pan from what day. You might end up get 15 years. Where you work?
No, man, the public never stand for that.
Where you work
Never
out the
stand.
10 years then?
You don't understand the manslaughter, you have to work with it. What about it?
Well, I don't understand feet and you can't understand how court thing. What's the court thing going on, Ali?
Man, so the public now go stand peace and I tell you to stand for the manslaughter, so I don't buy defense and then give 10 years. Why want to go to justice?
But them can't do nothing. Nobody can do nothing already.
I tell him.
You know. We can't do nothing.
So John says,
But
give 10 years, what they go do?
We are staying in a real life. We know it's not that.
But me, I say 10 years and go get time for good behavior.
All right. Tell me how you get 10 years. Tell me how you
Remember,
get 10 years.
Remember, say there's no gun tampering, you know, that's a number 1. There's no gun tampering.
So they're going to use analyze.
That's a felony.
Go on to analyze.
No, the report said there's no tampering. FLA said there was no tampering. You go tell FLA said they're wrong.
No man,
Just
go
read it.
tampering.
Just say that.
The man just read this. FLA said there's no tampering, Sean.
Which part you hear that?
Read it again. We said there's no gun tampering. Go back to the statement that say FLA investigate. They have corrosion, but no gun tampering.
Hold on. I know that me read.
Read it again.
It
Go on the
said,
4th page. The 4th page.
Mr. Sid, hold on there. Now go read by yourself. The projectile removed from the body of Mrs. Silvera was compared to test fired taken from Mr. Silvera gun by the ballistic expert in 2024. The expert saw level 1 matching and some amount of level 2 matching as a result of its finding. The expert contacted FLA and requested the test fires in their possession from Mr. Silvera Glock pistol, which were taken in 2013. That would have get the gun. A comparison was done between the test fires from FLA and the projectile from the body of deceased. And they match. Where you get your argument from mentally?
Read further, Mr. Squitty. Read further, no man. Read further. There's no tampering.
Further, they match.
No, FLA said there was no tampering with the gun.
Right.
Squitty, read, no man.
Let me read it again. Hold on, let me read it again. Listen good. The projectiles removed from the body. I'm going to go slow, make it here one by one. The projectiles moved from the body of Mistress Silvera was compared to tests fired from Mr. Silvera gun by the ballistic expert. You see the shot them where them find the warrior them. The ballistic expert them take him gun. Put that the bullet there aside. Take him gun long and fire gunshot out time. Take up the projectile and put side of the 2 projectile we have right this up. Zin? And what them do again? As a result of his finding, the expert contacted. You see, when the two people them fire the gunshot, the ballistic people, and they match the one where them find, them go further and contacted the FLA and requested the test fired in their possession. Because FLA have have a sample in war already now. In them position, because them fire the gun before you have a copy of that there. In them position.
Squitty, we share ask you, did those shot?
Squitty, me know all of that. You we don't hear what
after.
What are the Ian? Me know all of that. You know them say.
The ballistic what they had before.
What are the Ian? Yes. Yes, but listen the part of me what you read. Squitty, listen the part of me I talk.
And let me don't read it. Because I read it and you say it no match. And I read and just read out until you say it match.
I didn't say that. I said there was no tampering. I didn't say no match. I didn't say that.
It match a film gun.
It match
No,
with the
I
gun.
did not say no match. Me said that part is okay. I said read this further part where they said there was no tampering with the gun.
It match with them gun, but they
I
are.
never say no match. All of that me say.
So the
There are
bullet that's
news reports that them got tamper with the gun.
Quitty, there's news report that the man tamper with the guns. I mean, I tell us that FLA saying that tamper with no gun.
Yes, about the second. That's why.
It's not that you're not here to tamper with the gun. It match your bullet and a for your gun, and you kill a man.
Squitty, me not say that. Me agree with you. But me I tell us of people that say he must get additional charge for tampering with the gun. And he never tamper with the gun.
But they say that it's not a year nor there.
But Squitty, you can't say that because me I talk about what we talk about for a week. So Squitty, me I explain what I'm for a week and me I go through the report just like you. You can't say no matter.
Me I go and find an analyst. Me I go and find this for me.
Squitty, there's a Squitty, listen, let me read the part of me attack. Mr. Silvera was represented. Hold on. Let me read the part of me attack. What the ballistic report say. The ballistic expert indicated that there was corrosion to the barrel of the firearm. The firearm has been inspected by FLA on the 29th of September 2023 and there was no signs of tampering. And that's all me I say, Squitty. Me not say no much.
Not for doing whether him shoot it out time gun or nothing.
Yeah.
Annalie, do me understand what Squitty say, and me understand what you say. Make we just move on. Because we are come to the same results.
And the same result me I come to me now.
Annalie, we come to one result. There was no tampering of the gun. We understand now. Me understand there was none, but what happened to where we get so emotions? Because we were listening to too much second-hand stories.
It's my point, Ian.
That was misleading us, and that's why I come to my sense and said, don't listen.
The tampering, you know, Annalie, no make you can't tamper it, and you see one analyze.
No, man, but Squitty, the fact
Squitty, me agree with you. Me not say you know. Me say him kill a film gun killer, but me say people.
Analyze her.
But people on this platform was saying that if he tamper with the gun, so he must get more time. So me I tell say take that out time because they say there's no tampering.
So take because
that not gonna make no difference.
Just quickly they mix up. Me never say no him do it. Me say a film gun do it. Then say a film ballistic report, a film gun, a film shot.
Illegally.
So me go explain to you why me come to 12 years. Can you ask me why me come to 10?
Yeah, because you should have said why me come to 10 years.
You say you come to 10.
So me tell us me have to take out all of the years so we hear for a week about this and that about tampering. I'm thinking about the sentencing alone.
How much should I give for the gun? How much should I give for the gun?
The fact say a film gun commit the felony 15 years. Right. Me not have no tampering. In film gun commit the act 15 years.
And 15 years for the manslaughter.
And 15 years for the manslaughter.
No. Him can't get up to 25 years for the gun.
Squitty, what me the game? Squitty, now why you the game? They ask me what me a game.
Not talk by law. Me not talk about
by law.
Squitty, no, Squitty never ask me by law. You say how much would I give when me come back to me?
By law,
the law you have to use
you're not. You can't sentence.
But Squitty,
you have to go with the law.
Squitty, I want me go game. You work it while you go game. Me say me go game.
Me talk the law, Annalie. You know reason logical, you know. And the law, listen what I say. The law, if you have a gun and you use to analyze somebody with a body, the gun is 15 plus you have a body pan it. Then, this 25 year you can get. Go Google it and ask anybody.
All right,
That's about what you are going to give him.
Squitty,
And the law can
Squitty,
say,
you just ask me how much me go give him and then I say the law, but I tell you, say, even when you say, for a first time offender, me will give him 15 years. He's a first time offender, me I take that into consideration, me I
No,
give
just,
him
I tell
15
you,
years.
where I say, but somewhere continue to do all the while. But you in that game.
tell me how you that get, how the judge that come up for
You
game.
can't give him that for first
Squitty,
time.
me not speak for Judge Sykes, me I speak for myself. Judge Sykes go give him sentence when he ready, me I tell you what me like do.
Anna, say you can't give 15 years because of first offender. You have to give 15 years because of him good in character reference.
You know, all of that first time offender, good behavior, everything, you give him 15 years.
You know,
A 15 me I give him serve time already.
Let me tell you how me get my 15 year now by law. And the law me I go after. If him get 25 years, because he gonna have a body pan it when him proves a film gonna lose a body, he can get up to 25 years. And him have 20 years. Maximum. Me talk about the maximum where him can get. That's a 45 years. See? Him a go run them concurrent because two different charges. Him a go do the bigger charge which is 25 years. Then him get 50% off a plea guilty on him first appearance. So it's 12 and a half years that. Then and through the crime, the kind of crime or dangerous and the public outcry, them gonna make him get 15 years. That's how me come to my 15 years. Logically.
Sir, so much I go take off at the time, sir.
You may not take that off already.
Okay.
Show me how you get 10 years now, how you that work out 10 years. Me show you me work out my 15 logically.
I go work out mine illogically. I tell you, me I go start off 15 years.
For what?
Because me I work out everything. This man is a first time offender. I'm doing background.
What you 15 years for?
I let me just tell you for the gun. And for the murder. And because I'm going to run concurrently and him do time serve, I'm going to run it down to 50 to 10. Yeah, I'm going to run them concurrently 15.
But Squid, they say the tree shot them when fire, brother. Trust me. Would I give him the highest degree of manslaughter?
Excessive force, brother.
He could get life. He might get life, but I 10 me I work with.
Oh my, 10 little bit.
10 too little bit.
All right.
Him fire 3 shot in a up. You know, would I give him the highest manslaughter? Trust me.
And they say the highest is life.
About 15 after time, sir.
But Squitty, don't somebody say the highest is life?
Life at 25.
Me think on 35 a life.
Him can do on 20.
At 35, me know what's life. Me don't know what life at 25.
Life at 25 to 50 years.
Them can give him 20. You know? Because the tree shot them with him fire. And him suppress the sound of the shot. Would I give him maximum manslaughter?
Which is how much?
Him can do 20 years, you know?
20 a manslaughter for maximum, you know? The only way him could have pressure him is give him 20 years without no chance of parole.
Yeah.
Okay, Squitty, me can read something? Life imprisonment.
I'm not for 20 years straight.
Alright, Squitty, me can read something. Me can read something for you, Squitty. Life imprisonment in Jamaica by years. In Jamaica, the legal definition of life imprisonment has been extended from 30 years to 50 years for persons convicted for murder.
Yeah,
no 25 years. Life under 25 years.
25 to 50 years. It depends.
No, this is 30 extended, Squitty, 30 to 50 years.
Then them can get 35 though.
That I just said to you, saying at 25 I go be 30 if you get life. At the maximum, life 30 to 50. But me now look saying go get that. But then say with eligibility for parole at 15 years.
The truth, my message I say I couldn't be a judge.
Yeah, me a judge strikes, I see him.
Answer back truth, no man.
We just tell us, me and Judge Sykes I see him.
So try to be the same like Judge Sykes, you know, because Judge Sykes political.
No. Take out the politics out of it.
In political.
One thing I can say,
Me agree with the same political.
one thing I can say, Jamaica
Nah,
lose.
accident.
Jamaica lose a beautiful life that is Miss Silvera. And Jamaica lose a good outstanding man. Rather than bad choice and mistake.
I must say the woman a chemical engineer, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Jamaica lose a good woman. And Jamaica now turn on and lose a good father and a good man. Just because I mind. Yeah, your mind.
Talking on your mic, good. Talking on your mic.
May I say that Jamaica have lost two good, outstanding people. The woman have lost her life, and the man have given away his. He may have a whole life to serve the country. No matter which side him go on, he may have a whole lot could have served. But sometimes, ego.
Donald Trump said Michelle and Barack Obama are monkey.
Yeah, but we have to focus on what we are saying, you know. That's my third hand, you know. Third hand speaking. You just have to look on that, you know. But I just want to know him sit down in himself, looking at himself. I think him did. You know, I said, boy, look how me gone, left me to kill my wife, left the youth them, and then gone left the youth them, you know. How many youth them are going to grow?
So,
now, I'm just saying, as a man, as a human being, you know, as a man, you know, can me think.
you see, with Bridget were gone, me kind of swear she has still, like, I
No, no, you have to see, you have to answer, you were saying, you know, you were talking to Bridget to say.
The baby
You were saying, you can't say, you see.
Him and the helper there at the house and the baby John like pool. Or if you have your baby there and your baby in a pool and you in the house.
Well, me know my friend left my friend left a baby and run down the road a shop and come back and the house burn down.
Yeah, them they are careless like.
Yeah, but if man the helper, we are saying man the helper in the room, what them did that do? That the baby in the pool. The baby flew out.
I don't think that, brother.
No. Hold on, man. Hold on. Me have pool. And the first thing me do, my next door neighbor, have little youth, you know me do? Me be like gate. Maybe like gate, you know what I'm saying? I put a child lock on it. Yeah. You know, because me figure say,
barrier around the pool, yeah.
Right. So no man put a gate. So me just feel say one day the parents may let out the kid and the kid come up on top of the roof and you know, I'm just see something when and just wander away. Sometimes to spirit, sometimes to in a party as much as we live in our spirit. We have good role in some life, you know. Spirit can probably alter that little baby that day.
Something about Jolyan Silvera not right, yeah, man.
No, because he's a man and he sit on the wrong side. That's the only thing wrong with him. He come from the PMP.
Alright, so Ian, you think this woman there, probably baby mother, she can take a manslaughter plea too?
Who that? Remember, no, sweetie, she didn't actually do the crime. She get accomplice. She hired it people, and those people turn witness after they tried to eradicate him. In turn, witness from them. Remember, him tell him with the body there in the squitty. So, she ever turn manslaughter. That one day lick me wicked party, man. You can't lick me so bad, man. Me not defend the guy in the party, but I look on the facts or in front of me.
Natalie, what do you think about him to her? You think she can plea for manslaughter?
We're talking, who can plea for manslaughter?
Falwell baby mother.
Yeah, she can plea too. No, but she never get no manslaughter charge because the other two witnesses don't testify against her.
She can plea for manslaughter?
Remember not squitty. Remember the rule
manslaughter. Yeah, all of them can plea, but it depends on if they want to take it.
I think Valerie, what he explained what manslaughter is, you know. I mean, if you can make him ask you again, you know, think you'd ask you that question.
Remember, say, my goal amend the manslaughter law. It's very simple. They said poverty.
Can't get no man shot.
No, but you remember, you know, you were said if we think. Me never
Are you
answer,
asking me
you know,
if you think I'm
me never
answer
answer any
everything
script.
scripted?
Say to yourself,
That's a planned murder. She get
No,
murder.
but you come back to the same thing. Even though the two witnesses testify against her, them can take fear, phone and stuff and place her. They say she do it, she plan it with them. You need evidence, you know. No, you need evidence.
You don't get your clear power. What you say, you know. You think
answer.
say she could have a manslaughter for
Squitty,
No, you say she can plead. If she can get it and plea two different something, she can plead, but I don't know if she can get it. Me want to see clear evidence for the application.
She not a murder, no sitting charge.
Yeah, but
Squitty, what is the evidence against she? What will it hear?
Never know about the case there.
No, Mr. What is the evidence that we have that we can put this fresh one with the evidence that
yeah, but the party, remember, I know she didn't actually did the crime, and she
She's worse than the man who did it.
That is what I was going to say to you because she
Worse than the man who did it.
that she paid the man then.
You wanna squitty? She in a law enforcement authority. She in a law enforcement
That
authority.
have nothing to do with the status now.
Alright, Squitty.
She fly down and plan up with two youth.
Yeah, you can't spare right now, brother.
Alright, Squitty, alright.
So she couldn't plead that.
I'm going to answer your question and for my final answer. All me think she could have get it. Me when the prosecutor, or she could have come to me with a manslaughter plea and me accept it. You see, any she come. We don't split when me answer first, no man.
You really couldn't know church at all, Natalie.
But you just listen first, no, me reason it out and then you tell me if you not go so, no man. If you come to me.
Trust me, I will talk about me now, listen.
Alright, now you're not to listen, Squitty. Panel. If she come to me and say she have a bigger fish than this who was involved with her, and she want to tell me everything, and she won't give me a bigger fish.
I'm still going to take it on me.
No, me not take it. I want to tell me who because me go for the fish and she can tell me say.
I share the bigger fish.
No, you don't know.
She conspire everything.
Conspiracy.
Lord Jesus. Suppose the man was involved with her and the man they try to cut himself and she can tie him in that me can get him. Suppose me can get the father.
Then she not can tell life on the man to Annalie.
And I feel like suppose she can prove and say, see me phone here, see the record of me, the idea, and me and him planning.
She instigate the whole thing, Annalie, and get people to perform.
Yeah, me the answer no question, no me answer the thing outside the box. Me say she come to me with a bigger fish and say me and him do it, but me just never implicate him because I love him. See the evidence here. And me will testify against him. Me will get the manslaughter.
After she gets charged conspiracy with the two counter murder.
Which is still not understand me, I said.
We understand, man. Stop saying that, no, man. Stop saying we not understand. We understand.
No, but Squitty, ask me the same thing. I'm going to tell you, prosecutor, do a thing, make a deal with the devil to get the bigger fish.
That would be manslaughter, and that would be plea bargain.
Capital murder, not two.
Yes, First Lady, but what I'm saying, suppose she can tell me explicitly that the man and she planning. And him at the charge to her. No, that would have given manslaughter and charge him. I mean, she testify against him.
Yeah, but she's still get the full maximum 25 years. 30 years she'll get.
Do we get it here? Nothing wrong with that, but we still will get it, the man.
If she can plea bargain, she can get a reduced sentence.
So where they start firm and say the man had nothing to do with it. That's what I say?
Yeah, but the panel, what's critical?
Just in baby mother.
Yeah.
So you sure about that?
No, but it's not in any case at all. The man you're not calling and not the man not involved in and not.
Right. Because as she have the handle, what if she can come and say she know if you're fat saying
good and she can come up a story to try malice. Probably she can.
It's a love triangle, you know. It's a love triangle,
man.
you know.
What you should have malice against him now? What you should have malice against him kind of.
It's a love triangle.
Them don't go investigate it and based on what she tell me, I say if she come with a
True.
Me, I go take it and take him down. But if nothing is not there, me go ahead with the trial that I explain to you now.
But she plead.
Charge for nothing. We go and use and take him down. Him not get charged.
No,
so First Lady, if she come with evidence, when you don't know me, go charge him.
The only way she that take the manslaughter plea from her if
She's
she
already charged, guys. She's already charged for capital murder. One for each, so two. One for the baby mother and one for the baby. She already charged capital murder, conspiracy to murder, and kidnapping and conspiracy to all the man come in. All the parents come in.
It never get mentioned.
So me ask you a question. Suppose she decides that she wants confess now because it was in all along, but she dey
the
protect
question
him.
where you ask with all those two conspiracy, the question you just asked was irrelevant because we know that she couldn't come back and say she had been for manslaughter.
Come back.
She couldn't come back.
So Jolyan come back and plead to manslaughter.
No, because remember, you know,
And there's
Remember,
nobody else, no witness, no nothing.
no witness not there because that's what we keep saying, you know.
Me
One
say
witness.
the witness never have to know so the man involved. Suppose she alone know she says she want to talk fully. We not talk like it can't happen. We never charge him because we never have him never show say him, but she alone know. And suppose she decides that she want to talk. It can't happen.
But Annalie, listen to Annalie. So why should I get him involved?
Yeah.
Why him would have want state chief to kill him next day, mother? Is that me answer
Why people commit crime every day?
Ah, man.
You don't stand up nowhere in a court.
At the east, why should we say she will talk on the east Kingston?
Could I ask her why now?
Then we not gonna ask her all of that? We go ask her all of that?
I wouldn't care to. As in,
No, that didn't work, sir.
I don't like her drugs. Who are the
She can never get manslaughter charge in that.
Hey, I can't get manslaughter.
Yeah, so Squitty, so you generally know the answer to that.
Can change her plea. I don't get she can change her plea. And say I want to cooperate with the
You would
court.
ask me that question because there was evidence.
All people, 4 people.
Turning this on. Yo, God. Listen. The woman a conspiracy, they charge a bigger murder. I charge a bigger murder.
Yeah, not two conspiracy.
Yeah, that bigger murder. Understand?
Because conspiracy are the person who arrange the murder, plan the murder. And end up the murder to somebody to commit it.
Yeah, them worse.
Them worse.
That can't be manslaughter. Also.
The man,
But she willing to go trial. She's willing to go to trial, Squitty.
Who?
The lady, Powell,
Eh?
and yeah, then the trial talk, she don't get locked up. Don't go trial, you know.
I should not get no bail.
She don't get
So
locked up.
where if you say how go on?
Big up Steve. Huh?
So Ian, where if you say how go on?
Go talk
Where
to
you think I go
trial.
on?
She have to go to trial.
No,
Because
but where you feel how go on? Where you feel how go on?
Then I go find her guilty.
Eh.
Brother.
Annalena easy, you know.
What I go on?
but because what happened, you know, because
And I lay oppose everything, brother.
no man, but Squitty, that's how the program, that's how your platform get interested. The whole tenor we can't sit down on the same reasoning. You have to have even one or two like myself.
You talk about
No man, but hold on.
Platform, yo, the
Hold on,
platform.
the platform, hold on, the platform is
Everybody
based
chat
on
around.
the platform is
Everybody
based.
chat one time. Platform hot like fire, man.
Yeah, that's what keep it going. The platform is based upon
Platform hot
opinions.
like fire.
Yeah, but